Yo, tune into the Rumboys, where the fantasy kings reside. RumboyzRobbie dropping jams, got the league on our side. From the waiver wire to the trade block, we scheming like pros. Building squads to smash the books, watch the haters hit the road. Prop bet popping off, we cashing on the underdogs. Bark, Vegas lines getting crushed, leave us in city in the dark. Over on the yards, out on the picks, we calling it precise. Rumboys Network got the sauce, turning dubs into a vice. Rumboys, hype train rolling through the grid all night. Setting lineups that ignite, winning leagues, feeling right. Beating Vegas every Sunday, stacking chips like it's our throne. Dilly to the dollars, pour it up, we on the zone. Rumboys, fancy fire. Rumboys, bets on fire. From the pod to the payout, we the squad that takes it higher. Dilly. Scrolling through the Discord vibes, raw like a rookie can't rush. Rumboys crew dissecting matchups, no fluff, just a hush. Receivers torching corners, we said it first, now the check's clear. Running it back for the boom, while the books drowning beer. League champs crown themselves with our weekly hot takes. Sleepers waking up, Giants bust getting the breaks. From zero to hero, your roster's reborn in the booth. Rumboys Fantasy Network, spitting truth, chasing loot. Hey, hit play on the pod, let the energy surge. We the pulse of the playoffs, making grown men converge. Prop on the anytime TD, we nail it, no sweat. Vegas sweating bullets while we feast on the bed. Rumboys, hype train rolling through the grid all night. Setting lineups that ignite, winning leagues, feeling right. Beating Vegas every Sunday, stacking chips like it's our throne. Dilly to the dollars, pour it up, we on the zone. Rumboys, fancy fire. Rumboys, bets on fire. From the pod to the payout, we the squad that takes it higher. So raise your glass to the Rumboys, are always in the game. Winning props, crushing lines, putting leagues to shame. Subscribe, smash that like join the fam today. Rumboys forever, now go winning dilly all the way. Rumboys.
What is going on? What is good, chat? Dilly. Cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rumboys and girls. What it do? Let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Throw me your AMA questions. Any lines that you guys are looking at this week, any props that you're looking at this week, any start sits for your fantasy rosters that you have this week, anything that you are looking at, let's start, get into it now. Let's answer some questions. Go through our rosters, and make sure that the going is good and we got what we want, and we're gonna be able to get what we want. I want to know how everyone's waivers went. I really want to know how everyone's waivers went. What's good, Jamie? What's good? Sweet. What's up? What up, Leafs? Dilly. Bro, the intro is fire as fuck. Shout out to Jamie for coming up with the song and getting that all together. Shout out to Leafs for the lyrics and the visuals, getting that done. And then shout out to Mike and Taco, helping me do this thing and be able to go out there and answer questions for folks. Ooh. Hang on. Let me refresh. Let me check on this roster here. So Bucky Irving's still not practicing. That fucking sucks. They have Bucky listed as questionable. Do not pull Bucky out of your IR yet. because they're probably not going to play him this week. I would imagine. I would imagine the Bucks do not deploy Bucky quite yet against New England. Do they probably need him against New England? Yes. It's looking like that could also potentially be a rain game. I just want to throw that out there. So super heavy on the running backs in that matchup. Kind of want to make sure that I'm throwing that out there. Terry is still up and down. I mean, that's a lost cause for the fantasy season. On McLaurin fucking blows. Bill is listed as questionable. He had some dental work done. Should be fine. Should be good to go. AJ Barner was limited during practice with a calf. So those that are looking to be able to deploy, the Seattle tight end against Arizona, may want to stay put. May want to, take a look at things and stay put. Inconsistent run right now is Kamani Vidal, in my opinion. I don't know. Here's my thing. Kamani has to go up against Pittsburgh. This week's. I love Sleeper kind of throwing it out there as a Jekyll and Hyde type of situation, where it's if we are going to go by the fantasy football law of averages with Kamani Vidal, since he is pretty much everything that has happened with the Los Angeles backfield for the Chargers since Hampton has gone down. We'll go from week 6 on. Week 6, 26.8. Week 7, 7.5. Week 8, 26.7. Week 9, 4 points. If we're going by the law of averages, this should be the get right, the boom game for Kamani Vidal. And if this starts becoming the case, and if Kamani Vidal goes off this next game against Pittsburgh, we're sitting back. We're legitimately sitting back, and we're like, okay, so this is the way that we're working Kamani Vidal for the rest of the season. It's just a 1 week on, 1 week off, 1 week on, 1 week off type of situation. What's crazy is that the snap percentage doesn't necessarily change. If anything, we noticed kind of minor flip flops. From week 6, it was 67% snap share, then 64. Week 7, then 74. Week 8, then 72. Week 9. So it's not like, for the most part, he's out there most of the time, give or take. I would say that it's evident, if anything, that they are going to probably utilize Kamani as the lead back. I think Kamani does tend to, for some reason, so Miami, no defense, that makes sense that he goes off. Indy has a defense, makes sense, okay, being stopped at 7. Minnesota was banged up in that week 8 matchup. That was a matchup where Grenard was kind of, like getting tossed around. Tennessee, nothing. There's no reason for them to be running the ball against Tennessee. They were up, that game was interesting. Tennessee actually played that one kind of fucking close, and honestly, that's the Chargers' fault for even letting that happen in the first half of that game. It's interesting. Kamani Vidal is definitely an interesting case. But I have him on my fantasy team now, and I am starting him. I am starting him. This is a starting lineup that I am trotting out. Bo Nix, Kyren Williams, David Montgomery, Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, QJ, Zach Ertz, Vidal, Troy Franklin, Jason Myers, Jacksonville defense, Myles Garrett, and my IDP. I do have Amari DiRicardo but I just worry about Amari DiMarcaro against that Seattle defense. Seattle's defense this season is just on fire. So I could put Amari DiMarcaro in for Troy Franklin, but I'm really starting to believe that Troy Franklin is a thing. I'm really starting to believe that Troy Franklin is a thing. Um, the the floor is there to where I'm not hesitant about putting Troy Franklin in a lineup. But I can very easily just like be like, you know what? Like, I don't know, chat. I don't know, chat. That's a tough one. Denver, Thursday night. I don't mind that, honestly. I'll probably just leave Troy Franklin in. Aaron Jones, Calvin Austin, or Malik Washington. Aaron Jones keeps getting banged up, and I don't know if I want to run that risk of having to deal with Jonesy, like possibly like mid game, going down for me. It's a shoulder. He has like a shoulder injury, plus there's a toe like that's kind of like nagging him and ailing him. I just don't want any parts of the Aaron Jones thing. Aaron Jones is a piece that, if anything, I'm trying to be like, who wants a fucking running back? Like, and I'm trying to like before trade deadline in my league, I'm trying to at least that I would have him. I would be trying to move off of. So for me, it really is just more so of a Calvin Austin and Malik Washington type of thing. And I almost feel more inclined to lean towards Malik personally. I lean Malik Washington. Calvin Austin is kind of more so just like the bailout for Rodgers. I feel like when it's like, oh, none of my options are open, but you're there. Um, I, I would say I would go Malik Washington. I mean, oh fuck, that's against Buffalo. You know what? You're probably better off going Calvin Austin. Malik Washington probably ain't doing a whole lot of nothing against Buffalo. You're going Calvin Austin. It's real easy to get enamored and be like, oh, okay, well, hey, like he's wide receiver 53, like but like that's more so just because like he has like a couple of games that Calvin doesn't have for the most part. We kind of look at the general overall picture. Calvin has a better floor. I feel like it seems like they're kind of really getting him in around about a five, six target ish type of range. If I can get 5 to 6 just targets out of Calvin Austin, and if maybe he can get me, 40 ish yards, maybe like a TD with that, fucking sick. So yeah, I probably roll Calvin Austin in all honesty. Can't do that matchup. There's a chance that Miami doesn't even fucking put up a single point in that game. There's a legitimate chance. Legitimately. Let me take a look here at this team. Oh my gosh. Fucking injuries. All right. So let's make some moves. I like the way you move. Da, da, da. I like the way you move. Woo, woo. I like the way. I like the way. Gotta fix a couple situations. Fuck! Hold up. We got some weak spots with some lineups, and I need to fix it. I might put Trey Tucker in a fucking lineup. Straight up. Shahid's definitely going in a lineup for the experiment of it. Brother, ugh. Bro, my staff league lineup is fucking just injury. My gosh. This is some sad shit, man. I'm starting Trey Tucker my fucking flex. He's a second flex, so it's not that. It's not the end of the world. Shit could be worse. Shit could definitely fucking be worse. Let me check on my high school reunion league team. I'm 7-2 in that league. I am whooping everybody's fucking ass. The Great Revenge Seeker. Oh shit, we got fucking Rasheed Rice on bye. We got, oh god, that is on bye. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm in a position to where I can't really make any drops. So guess what? I'm probably not gonna fucking drop anyone in that league. I'm legitimately probably not going to drop anyone and might just try and fucking go by like points because yeah. Not gonna drop T. Higgins, not gonna drop Ramondre. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. Oh, people want to send me trades. I get Addison for Brees Hall. No. Just because I feel like being a dick and I have the #1 spot. And I don't necessarily need the win this week. So I'm not going to drop anyone. I'm not going to make anyone else's team better. I'm not here to fucking be friends with you fuckers. No. The answer's no. Like, so see, when I like you gotta think about shit like that. Like I'm like I could just like for like the sake of it, or I could just be like, you know what? It's probably better for me to just take this L. Be like, like it's okay. What's the worst that happen? I drop a second. Okay, so then I would just go back and get first back the next week when my whole team is ready, my whole team is healthy, my whole team is. I'm not gonna go and drop T fucking Higgins, Brees Hall. Like I'm not gonna. No. I have put that team in position for playoffs. I am purely fucking thinking about playoffs. Could it be considered in a way? I don't think that it's not, to me, it's not necessarily cheating. I'm not cheating. I'm just for whatever reason I accidentally forgot to I didn't drop anyone. I'm not doing it. See, in that league specifically, if we had deeper benches, then that wouldn't be a problem. But it's like it's also their fault because it's like you let me build this team in this manner, plus you fucking let me be 7-2 up until this point. Kind of fuck yourselves over. It's not my fault. Oh my gosh, I am 6-3 in the homie Calvin's league. The leagues that should have not have worked out for my favor ended up working out for my fucking favor, and it's the wildest shit ever. Drop Bam to pick up Ray Ray or Ty. So the answer is yes. Now, as of who, I am more partial to Ray Ray. I think that is pretty much hive mind in the fantasy community that everyone's more partial to Ray Ray Davis. Buffalo has a tendency to, and it seemed like, whenever they kind of switch off backs that they have been going to Ty. For me, where my mind directly goes is last year, whenever James Cook had get a little rest, they had to rest up James Cook, Ray Ray going off. So I'm gonna ride with Ray Ray. I think that it's Ray Ray. If James Cook should miss any time, it is Ray Ray Davis that you need to be having stashed away. AJ Brown is still listed as questionable, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Because I really need to know if I have to put him into a lineup or not. Like, I am in a situation where it's like, okay, do I put you out there? Or like, what do we do? I feel like that they'll probably play AJ, but look, with Trey Benson, they're taking it day by day. I don't think that I think we're not getting anything on Trey Benson until next week. And just the Cardinals situation is weird. Like, we won't have a clear cut of who the back is going to be for Arizona until Trey comes back. And then that will be our answer. That will be, our saving grace for the whole Cardinal situation. Like, Amari DiMarcado went the fuck off last week. Amari DiMarcado went off last week. So that could possibly be the guy that they're going to rock with, that they're going to roll with. But also, like, the Cardinals are going against Seattle. I don't have a whole lot of it. Seattle, before going on their bye, was a top 5 fantasy defense before going on their bye. They only dropped to 11, I believe. I believe they only dropped to like 11. I don't know if I want either of them to in that game, to keep it real with you. I don't know if I want anything. That could very, very, very easily become Arizona comes out, tries to establish the run to stop. The way that you stop Seattle is you do not give Sam Darnold opportunity to throw the rock. Seattle can, but not likely as much to beat you with the run. With Seattle, you need to make them a run team. Seattle's firepower is through the vertical passing game. If you can shut that down, highly likely not. That's one thing. So the only way to beat them is to try and keep the ball away from Sam Darnold. You're not going to be – they're going to be constantly going back and forth of which back they're going to start, I feel like, or which back they're going to be changing constantly. I don't know if I want any parts of it because that could and it could very well be a recipe for disaster for Arizona. So where it was like you did bully the Dallas Cowboys last week. You're probably not going to bully your divisional opponent that is a significantly better NFL team all the way around. Arizona's going into that fight with the chips stacked against them. The chips were not necessarily stacked against them against Dallas. You were playing against the second worst defense in the National Football League, only behind the Cincinnati Bengals. A better defense, I feel like, erases a lot of what we saw against Dallas last week, and I'm willing to just kind of stay away from the cardiac cards backfield, just because that could become a passing game very quickly, to where the running game, if they don't do enough during the first two quarters, could quickly get abandoned. I think Seattle's gonna fucking make it rain on them. I think Seattle is going to unleash fucking hell because Seattle's practically been doing it to every single opponent. Mine's 305 favorite. Tried trading, but no one's biting, so I'm gonna have to rock with either Woody, Bill, or Kyle Monangai as my RB2 this week, and that's not necessarily a bad situation. Here's what I'll say. The Bears could very well beat up on the Giants, and this could be a Monangai week. This could be a Monangai type of situation. Okay. DeAndre Swift is looking like he is back. So that heavily worries me because it seems like that this could be a Monangai back to your role situation. We'll find out how the carries split. I feel like in many of ways Woody has, if I'm looking at the backs, being that those are your backs in those situations, if I'm looking at who makes the most of the opportunities that are given to them, I think that it's Woody Marks. I think that Woody Marks in a divisional matchup probably has the better path to success. Washington has to play against Detroit. Bill's going to be a non-factor. Washington's going to get obliterated. We're going to do it 3 weeks straight of Washington getting fucking annihilated, just getting completely boned up the posterior. Out of those ones, I'm probably starting Woody. Nick Chubb being on injury report kind of bodes a little bit well for you. Unfortunate for Chubb. Good for you. I need, DJ Moore missed practice today. Definitely gonna have to monitor that situation. I feel like for now I'll just throw AJ Brown. I'll just throw AJ Brown into DJ Moore's place for now. Only had AJ Brown not in this lineup because of the bye. Well, yeah, that lineup. Fox. Jalen Hurts, ETN, Jonathan Taylor, Jordan Addison, AJ Brown. Let me fix that tight end situation. At tight end, we're going to put Mark Andrews back in. Asher Jinsey, David Montgomery, Michael Badgley, Seattle defense. And I might just say, fuck it, go full Seattle and throw Jason Myers there too. But I mean, it's also like Badgley against Atlanta, so it's like, who gives a fuck? Why I have two kickers? Because I have no idea. We have really deep bench in this league. So that's also, it's a dynasty too. Yeah, this lineup fucks heavy. Oh yeah, and I'm 6-3 in that fucking league. Oh my gosh. Straight freaking belt to ass. Coming for a chip. Let me check on my other dynasty league. See, Wednesday nights is when I like to go through. I like to set my lineups. I like to get my shit right. Sit here, chill with you guys. Get the mind right. Go through the whole mental exercise. Do the mental gymnastics here of getting these builds put together, getting these rosters put together. Let's see here. Fuck. Oh my gosh, this lineup is beat to hell. It's not beat to hell. It's just kind of just not with some great options. I'm really just having to replace two players on bye here. Kareem Hunt and Turpin. Dynasty's so fun because you could be like, man, fuck it. Like, I gotta play like this rookie in this slot. I might get real bold and be like, Jalen Lane, your time to shine. You can do it. You can do it. Yo, fuck it. Jalen Lane, I'm throwing you into the. That ain't Purdy. Fucking Dontavian Wicks questionable. How you gonna be questionable with a team already ain't barely got no receivers, bro? Fucking Chris Rodriguez. Fucking deep ass dart throws. Deep dart throws, boy. Deep dart throws. And even with those deep dart throws, I'm still expected to win. And one where, like, there's some of these where the shit's just not great. All right, and then of course my military veterans league. I am fucking 7-2 in my full IDP veterans league. I am proud of me. I am proud of me. All right. So I'm gonna have Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield will be the QB. I fucking lost Tucker Kraft. So AJ Barner, you better fucking figure out a way to get healthy this week and play through the shits. I could play Cade Otton. I don't have to go AJ Barner. I can play Cade Otton. Damn it, I got George Pickens on by too. I'll put Dobbs out there. Yo, RJ Harvey, I feel like has to start being a start now. Like he's just finding RJ Harvey is low key just finding ways to find the end zone, and I am thoroughly just so fucking impressed with what RJ Harvey has been doing lately. I mean, like let's just take a moment to kind of like highlight it. Last 3 games has had touchdowns in his last 3 games. RB22 on the year so far. He has against Dallas. He had 2 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown. Like he had a receiving touchdown in Week 9 against Houston, a receiving touchdown against the Giants, and a receiving touchdown against Cincinnati. This kid is going the fuck off. 4 receiving TDs, 2 rushing TDs. I don't want to necessarily say that he's touchdown dependent. Like they're giving him the looks. He was targeted 5 times last week against Houston. Like he's only on the field about 30-ish% of the time, but he's getting the TDs. I mean, the RJ Harvey future is here. I'm definitely going to be running the RJ Harvey experiment in this lineup that I'm 7-2 in. I'm not going to necessarily say, time, hey, not necessarily time to get cute, but hey, like let's see what happens, with the lineup. Fuck it, we're having fun, boys. Fuck, I might even go 2 tight ends in this one for real. Instead of playing Bam Knight like I was just mentioning, I might just roll like Barner at tight end and K Dot and like as well against New England. Just like fuck it, let's see what happens. And then we'll put Micah Parsons back in because he's we got him. We'll put Nick Bolton from our linebacker slot. D line, we're gonna have Max Crosby out there on the line, doing things for us. And then I'll go. Of course, I gotta go with the homie Kobe Bryant. We got the homie Kobe, and we'll go Stingley as our DBs. Yo, full IDP is so much fucking fun. Full IDP is so damn wild. Like that shit is so damn wild. Like the range of outcomes that can take place in that shit, bro. Hell yeah. I like some of my lineups for this week. Some of them, we're just gonna have to. We're gonna ride and die. We're just gonna ride and die. Because I guess it just makes no sense. It makes zero sense for me to fucking in my high school reunion league. It makes no sense for me to drop anyone. There's no one that I'd much rather. I would much rather like at 7-2, #1 in the league. I'd rather not drop anyone. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like the strength of my roster. That's the problem with short benches, with leagues that do short benches. It's like, oh well, you have to drop a player down in order to pick up someone. It's like, well, I don't want to, and I don't like the players that you guys drop and are leaving out there for me to be able to pick up. So I'll just keep my spot for the playoffs. Well, you gotta. No, I don't. Fuck it. But I am digging this Bo Nix, Kyron Williams, David Montgomery, Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, QJ, Zach Ertz, Kamani Badell, Troy Franklin, Jacoby Myers, Jacksonville defense with Miles Garrett in the IDP slot. I'm digging that lineup. I'm digging that lineup. I just want to make sure I really throw out there. A lot of questionables popped up today. A lot of guys that are probably on your IR. I don't want you guys doing anything with Bucky yet. I really don't want you guys doing anything with Bucky yet. I have a feeling he's not going to play this week. I have a feeling he's not. It's right now. It's looking like to me. It's looking like to me that he doesn't suit up against New England. I could see him missing practice tomorrow. If he doesn't practice tomorrow, then he's, to me, in my opinion, he's for sure not fucking practicing Friday. And if he does not practice Friday, then we know where we stand with that. Even missing all of this time from week 5 on, he's still RB35 on the year. So hang in there, Bucky managers. Hang in there, Bucky managers. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. We'll get this damn thing together. Other than that, that's like kind of like really all I have for tonight. We didn't I was hoping for like a few more questions, but oh my gosh, my drink is gone. We didn't get into too many questions. That's all the injuries that I have like that. That I have, throughout my injury report. That guys that popped up today. Let me just check if I see anything else really quick before we get out of here. Saquon is still listed as questionable, so be ready, to fire Tank Bigsby if you have Saquon. Michael Pittman is listed as questionable. It's a glute injury. I think that he'll still play. I see no reason why Pittman doesn't still go out there and suit up. Cooper Kupp still missed practice today, so pay attention to the next 2 practices. Let me just see here. Try to see if there's any other ones. Still monitor Puka Nacua. He was limited Wednesday. He is expected to play Sunday, but still keep your eyes on that situation. Oh, I think I already mentioned the DJ Moore. DJ Moore missing practice today. And some of these are just going to be cautionary. Nick Chubb, we mentioned not being on the injury report. Aaron Jones was brought up. When is he not? I kind of talked about it earlier. I don't think that Terry plays this upcoming game. I see no reason for us to throw him out there when we have a 1% chance of making the playoffs. We're pretty much eliminated at this point. AJ Barner, I mentioned. I have no fucking idea how the hell they're only putting Brian Thomas Jr. as questionable. I have no fucking idea. I guess there's a chance that he might be able to make it out there. I highly doubt it. Manungai is listed as questionable. Luther Burden's listed as questionable. Garrett Wilson is probably definitely listed as questionable after all of his friends got shipped the fuck out. That was just blimey. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I can't. Poor Garrett Wilson. I mean, well, he's the one getting the money. It's more so for Breece Hall. He's still playing on his first contract. Kamara questionable. Adunze questionable. Boudier questionable. He's probably not going to play. Dowdle is questionable. I'm thinking that DeAndre Swift is going to come back and play. Other than that, cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rum Boys and Girls. What to do. Dilly dilly. I love and appreciate all of you. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign off. And I'm going to catch y'all mañana. Thursday night football tomorrow night. We get to build some parlays.
Yo, tune into the Rum Boys, where the fantasy kings reside. RumboyzRobbie dropping jams, got the league on our side. From the waiver wire to the trade block, we scheming like pros. Building squads to smash the books, watch the haters hit the road. Prop bet popping off, we cashing on the underdogs. Bark, Vegas lines getting crushed, leaving Sin City in the dark. Over on the yards, other on the picks, we calling it precise. Rum Boys Network got the sauce, turning dubs into a vice. Rum Boys, hype train rolling through the grid all night. Setting lineup, static night, winning league, it's feeling right. Beating Vegas every Sunday, stacking chips like it's our throne. Dilly dilly to the dollars, pour it up, we on the zone. Rum Boys, fancy fire. Rum Boys, bets on fire. From the pod to the payout, we the squad that takes it higher. Dilly dilly. Scrolling through the Discord vibes, raw like a rookie can't rush. Rum Boys crew dissecting matchups, no fluff, just a hush. Receivers torching corners, we said it first, now the check's clear. Running it back for the boom, while the books drowning beer. League champs crown themselves with our weekly hot takes. Sleepers waking up, Giants bus getting the breaks. From zero to hero, your roster's reborn in the booth. Rum Boys Fantasy Network, spitting truth, chasing loot. Hey, hit play on the pod, let the energy surge. We the pulse of the playoffs, making grown men converge. Properly anytime TD, we nail it, no sweat. Vegas sweating bullets while we feast on the bed. Rum Boys, hype train rolling through the grid all night. Setting lineup, static night.